So this ride would start out here in the suburbs. Today's lineup would consist of undoubtedly two of the best years and models of the entire Dyna line. None other than the 2001 Superglide Sport and 2016 Dyna Lowrider S. Both myself and my dad were collectively coming off of some pretty intense weeks within our own lives, and some miles down to the Atlantic Ocean was exactly what we needed. The truth is that we both work jobs that are both physically and mentally demanding, and motorcycles has always brought a much needed balance. We started these two bikes a decade and a half apart in age, and laid down the first miles. The Dyna Lowrider S, approaching 70,000 miles, has done everything I've ever asked it to within the last decade. This is the bike that I cut my teeth on when it came down to building out a bike that is tailored to my riding style down to a T. With the FXRT fairing, the lowers, and being equipped with leather pros, this bike would be right at home laying down the heavy mile days on the bike trips, but at the same time would regularly outmaneuver the New York City chaos. Coming in with some serious suspension, a proper bar setup, as well as a heavy brake setup, this bike would make short work out of the insane curveballs that the city miles could throw your way. And finally, it's not an FXDLS Brooklyn bike without those flames. Jace from Texas set this one off in a way that will truly burn eternal. This bike, well hell, this bike wasn't purchased this way, but the product of nearly 10 years of relentless hard work. Now as for this 2001 Dyna Superglide Sport, if you followed my journey in acquiring this bike, well, it's one for the books. Peter was one of the OGs out here that provided a lot of inspiration for me and my friends all those years back when it came down to building out a performance Harley Davidson. And this bike was one that rolled up to the block party almost a decade ago and left one hell of an impression. When it came time for Peter to let this one go, it was an honor to have it passed over to me and my family. The fender reads Bushwick, which is the neighborhood in Brooklyn that I've lived in for my entire adult life, before it was a hipster Disneyland. The paint is unlike any other. You have the intricate Dyna Bro panel job, but then these radical blue flames overlaid to remind the world that it's a bike from New York. There was a few times within this last year that we almost had to sell this one, but seeing my dad rip down the highway, I'm glad it's still here. So Father's Day was yesterday, and going as far as 10 years back, I've always liked to make a video to commemorate it. So much of my content has always been centered around the relationship I've cultivated with my father, centered around riding. I do often get a lot of comments about how lucky I am, but in short, just know that not a single mile gets laid down with this man without feelings of immense gratitude. To have done even one cross-country trip with my dad was a blessing, but to have routinely done it throughout the last 10 years is just something on another level. Relentless hard work, respect for all, putting others before yourself, and always maintaining a sense of humor and PMA. These are the values that were instilled upon me as a kid that have got me this far in life, all thanks to this man. No matter how many times we do it, riding to the Atlantic Ocean to be greeted by the pencil never really gets old. I'm not sure if it's the gentle mist that hits you as you cross over that first bridge, or the fact that I have my dad beside me, but anytime life gets challenging, this remains to be my go-to ride. What lies ahead? Well, last year we ripped a coast to coast together. Our summer plans remain the same as per usual. We took a moment and talked of the ambitious miles ahead, enjoying the last of a clear day. And that's it for this one. Once again, love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to all my friends and all the dads out there. Keep that PMA, never forget the face of your father, and on that, FXDLS Brooklyn is out.
Goodbye.